Mikel Arteta faced the press for his pre-match presser for the game versus Leeds United at Elland Road. He talked to the press earlier today, and he was quizzed about his squad, about Max Dorman signing pre-professional contract, a lot of the issues, and he had a lot to say. Let us dive into it and see what Mikel Arteta had to say on the return to the Premier League against Leeds and other issues. He had the following to say. So the presser started with the press asking him if there were any new injury worries from the game between Arsenal and Karat Amati on Wednesday. His simple answer was no. There was no surprises there. Hopefully everybody will train well today and be available. He was quizzed about William Saliba and Julian Timber. He said that they are okay. Both players had a lot of minutes to play in the previous games, and he just decided to give them a rest against Karat Amati, and they are okay and available. On Max Dorman signing a pre-contract agreement, he said it's a proud moment to him and for Max Dorman as well, in front of his family. Big credit to everybody that has been involved in the journey to bring him to the first squad. And now he's an amazing talent. They just need to prepare him, shape him for the future, and there is much to look forward to for Max Dorman. On how much the game from Wednesday night helped to lift the players, he said it's just understanding where you are. Certainly, when you lose a game, referring to the game we lost against Manchester United, a lot of feelings, especially the group of players, and then they had a meeting to talk about it. But of course, his role as a manager is to bring optimism and to, assure the team that they need to continue to do a few things that they were doing well, focus on what they need to do well in the next couple of games and progress. Or if anyone needed to lift him, he said in this moment, no, normally I am the opposite and we are doing so well. I'm there with a stick to say this is not good enough. So he referred to the game against Manchester United and Arsenal's performance not being good enough and emphasized on the need to improve on certain things. Now, the press asked him if he was concerned about Odegaard's statistics. Mikel Arteta stated a lot of things. First, he said Odegaard has played fewer minutes than he would usually do because he had 3 injuries in the season, that he's not worried. And if you see how Odegaard trains, you will know that Odegaard trains very hard and is just focusing and trying to get the best out of him. The press also asked him on if Kai Havertz is ready to start against Leeds. He stated that obviously Kai Havertz is ready. He started the other day, and it's been a long period when Kai Havertz was out, and now he needs to manage the workload and the games that Kai Havertz plays. On how Havertz helps the other strikers in the team, he said that Kai Havertz, of course, will help the other strikers because of the way he moves, the way he runs. He brings others into the game as well. He creates spaces for them, and of course, the way he moves and communicates on and off the pitch would be a very big boost for the other team members. Especially the way, the press also asked him about the way he combined with Gyökeres in that match against Karat Amati. Mikel Arteta stated that he knew when he signed Victor Gyökeres that Kai was going to be, out for a long period, and Gabriel Jesus too was going to be out for a long period. So they hoped that this relationship was going to build in the right way, but they did not know when. So on the other night, he liked what he saw in the relationship and the combination between Gyökeres and, of course, Kai Havertz. On having to leave out some players out of the squad because now everybody is fit, and of course, I think the matchday squad contains 18 players, so you will have to leave out some. Mikel Arteta stated that he would appreciate it if the Premier League would copy or adopt the style that they have in the Champions League as well. I think Champions League have 20 match day squad players for every game. If they could adopt that, of course, it's a big decision that he has to make. It's also always not funny when you have to leave some players out. He was pleased about Nogard and a couple of other players. He said that it's very difficult to leave Nogard out. If you know Nogard, if you see him train, if you see the way he trains, the way he communicates, the way he does his things, he's a total professional, and it's always the difficult part of a manager's job to leave players out. On Brandon Bailey Joseph debut on how he intends to bring more youngsters on to feature for the first team. He said that another 2 steps in the squad, we can bring more players, but more solutions, more happiness. They are at the right moment, of course, but then you need to find the right moments to be able to do that. On the importance of Calafiori's return, of course, he stated that Calafiori makes runs, the way he brings others into the game, the way he creates spaces, his dynamism, it will help the team a lot. On Dorman's return from injury, when he's scheduled to return, he said Dorman is back on the grass, he's training, but of course, they need to manage his minutes because he's also in school, going to school, and doing other things. On Odegaard dropping deep into deeper roles, it's a bit of his nature, Mikel Arteta stated, and my nature is to go the opposite side, but we need to respect well the qualities of the talent of every player that he has on the squad. On where Dorman ranks amongst the academy players in terms of talent, certainly one of the best, simply put. He went on to explain that what he has done with us at the age of 15 personally, he has only seen one player from Barcelona. And by that, I think he was referring to maybe either Lionel Messi or Lamine Yamal. But then he says Dorman's quality is not normal at his age. On having players like Saka as an example for academy players, Mikel Arteta stated that it's a good example for every young player to follow. Of course, that gives them hope that they can have long-term careers at the club and all of that. He was also quizzed about a lot of other things, but these are just a few that he had to state about the press briefer. So you can just go through the Arsenal website to look at some of the questions, because for time constraint, I will not be able to accommodate everything he had to say in that video or in that presser. So these are the few things, the few highlights of the presser that I just wanted to pick out and talk about. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this presser from Mikel Arteta and what he has had to say, and let's go.